Well, I actually literally started voiceovers when I was in short pants. I think I was about 9 or 10, and I was taken along to Jack Kennery at George Patterson's in the city at that stage, and I literally stood on a box and did my first voiceover. And those were the days at Jack Kennery's when you actually didn't even, you weren't even in a booth, you actually recorded next to the great man himself. So yeah, that was pretty cool to have some experience with him. He was, I suppose I learned a lot from him. I used to do quite a lot of voiceovers, you know, into my early teens, and with him. So that was a great way to start. I guess because I've been doing voiceovers for so long, what I really love about voice work is the precision and the excellence and the fact that you have to just walk in and deliver. You know, so much of being a performer is about long periods of rehearsals and, you know, developing a character and, you know, having weeks and weeks to come up with something. But with a voiceover, you just got to go in and do it. There's like a real joy in the technique of it and in the precision of what you do. So I think that's what I really love about it. Well, I remember one voiceover I did a long time ago. I went into the studio and there was this very young copywriter there, and I think it might have been his first ever gig, and he was very, very keen and he was very, very proud of what he'd written. And he said, "Listen, dude, I have to tell you, like, you just imagine, like, this is the sort of guy who's like, you know, you're driving along, you got one arm around a chick and your arm around another chick, and like you're just having it home, you're cruising along, and then you just say the line." So I went and I just thought, okay. So I went and I did this very cool version of what he wanted, and he went, yeah, I can see you in the car, but the chicks aren't there. So I said, okay, right, okay. So I went in and I did the voiceover exactly the same as I'd done it the last time. And he went, that's it, I saw the chicks, I felt the chicks there. I think my biggest strength as a voice artist is perhaps my instinct. I think I have a very good ability to be able to walk in and read a room. It's a very interesting thing with voiceovers where you are often the final piece in the jigsaw puzzle. And some people may have been working on this project for days or weeks or months. And so you have to come in and very, very quickly deliver what is required. And sometimes they may be 3 slightly different versions of them, depending on the people in the room. So the ability to come in, use your experience, use your instinct, and just kind of deliver. I think some of my best work was when I was asked to narrate a documentary series called Drama School, which was following some kids as they went through a whole year of NIDA, the National Institute of Dramatic Art. And you see, I'm untrained, and when I was a younger actor, I always sort of had a stigma about not having ever trained and not having any been there. And then a few years later, there I was narrating the series about kids at drama school, and that was quite satisfying in a way. Funny thing about doing a voiceover is that one word can suddenly become Everest. You know, it could just be the word Everest, which, you know, you might say every day or every other day, but just suddenly you get a thing about one word, and suddenly it's like this great big kind of, you know, traffic signal. And each time you come back to it, you just try and pretend that you don't have a problem with this word. And they can be challenging moments. And then sometimes you'll be doing like a corporate narration or something, and you come across the word C-H-A-N-C-E, and you go, and there was no chance that he would do that, but perhaps there was a chance that he might. And you're going, oh, wait a minute, do these guys want chance or chance? Or you say tomato, I say tomato, let's go the whole thing off. It was like, you know, weird. Having been represented by Kathy Evans at another agency some years ago, and it's kind of like coming home. It's a fantastic agency. She has wonderful people working with her. But there's something about the respect that this agency has in the industry. And I mean, also, you know, look at the guys I'm with. I mean, she has the best client list there is. So, you know, it's always good to be with the best, and I'm pretty sure I am. Major difference is that Kathy and her team have a real connection with their clients and a real appreciation of what they do. And what's really impressed me since I've been with them is the way that they kind of can encapsulate each of their artists and find the special thing about each of those artists and promote that. I really like I really think the idea of promoting each person, each client separately and also as a part of a group. It's just a really cool, clever, smart, kind of fun way of representing people, which I think absolutely pays off. Flat white? No. Sometimes, you know, yeah, I do. You know, it's always good to do stuff in the car. You know, I'm a singer as well, so sometimes it's the Bella Signora, la 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 la, za 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 za, ya 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 ya, something like that. But actually, to be perfectly serious, the warm-ups that I do in a big commercial musical, I do for voiceovers, because I think if you can sing, you can do anything. And so, you know, you may as well get your voice primed up for singing, even if you're just going in to speak. So I generally do my singing warm-ups. But I make sure they're in the car and that no one else is in the car at the time. I hope the one word I could use to describe my voice would be real.